Good morning, this is Christian with Tadlock Roofing. We are at 5523 Darlow Avenue. And first thing I want to talk about on this modified bitumen roofing, which is the rolled roofing that you have, is you can see the wear and tear in some areas, even on the front overhang of the garage area, the granule depletion that shows and the asphalt bleeding through. But my first thing I want to talk about is ventilation. When you have wind-driven rain coming in, sitting on a low slope roof, this is a big hazard sometimes where water will sit right in here on the decking and the inside. May never see a leak, may never have to worry about super high winds in this area, but to better format the roof in the future, what we're going to do is seal these off in the 3 areas that you have them, and we're going to put Whirlybird ventilation. It's a turbine that'll help expel heat out of the attic the same way, but keep the roof sealed in a safer sense. As you can see, the granule depletion again and the asphalt bleeding through in multiple areas throughout this roof. It can show you that the age is coming into effect. What you can see here, if I move my fingers, it looks like sand. That's granules in an actual spot that it's building up with water pooling. And that's what brings me back to this final slope back here. We talked about a tapered system, and you have an adequate rain runoff pitch on the majority of the house, but in this back half in the addition area, we're gonna need to build it up. What I see here is we've got moisture building up in a transitional area that can clearly be seen with poor installation, but also moisture just getting underneath there and pocketing that, putting air bubbles in there. And then again, with the granule depletion, you can see it looks like sand. We would go ahead and replace the 2x4 skylight. Custom a little bit, maybe needs to be adjusted with size as well, but replace this and get the adequate rain runoff, build a hip out so we can jet water off both corners of the back of the roof. And flashing was another concern of mine. When we tear it off, we'll be able to inspect everything underneath in this corner and around anywhere where the roofs meet. But my primary concern is I think when we tear everything off, we'll be able to pinpoint, and the tapered system should be able to shed water in the right direction in order for that to prevent any future problems. We've got some rotten decking and some rotten fascia, of course, we're going to replace. Again, we talked about the satellite and not putting that back on the roof. Be sure to put that on a pole. You've already seen the damage that the satellites can cause, and we always applaud anyone who knows the destruction of satellites for sure. Again, you can see the granule depletion that we talked about in the beginning of the roof, right over the carport. And the age is coming into a factor of play where at this point, you guys are ahead of getting the roof replaced. I believe you could possibly go another year without getting it replaced, but you would have further issues in the conditions that we've had, and the elements just tearing up the roof in certain areas, and leaks aren't going to fix themselves. So we're in the right direction. I look forward to sharing this video with you shortly. Thank you.